Namaste everyone. Today's topic is What's in the Mailbox? It's a poem for Class 3 English. Let's start learning about the poem. Children, you will repeat after me, okay? Most always when the postman comes with letters, 2 or 3. They are for my mother or my dad, but never one for me. Again, most always when the postman comes with letters, 2 or 3. They are for my mother or my dad, but never one for me. Here we have THEY apostrophe RE. Dear, this is the short form of they are. Now this is very important during the recitation of the poem. We don't say they are for my mother or my dad. We say they are for my mother or my dad. Okay, once again, all of us together. Most always when the postman comes with letters 2 or 3, they are for my mother or my dad, but never one for me. Please repeat after me, children. I'm going to write some letters, though. That's what I'm going to do. And then my friends will answer me, and I'll get letters too. I'm going to write some letters, though. That's what I'm going to do. And then my friends will answer me, and I'll get letters too. I means I am. The short form of I am is I'm. The short form of that is that's. That apostrophe S. I apostrophe M is I am. I'm. I am. That is. I apostrophe LL. I'll. The long form is I will. Once again, I'm going to write some letters though. That's what I'm going to do. And then my friends will answer me, and I'll get letters too. The summary of the poem is that the poet is a little child who is sad because she does not receive any letters at all. So she finds out a way, that is, she would write letters to her friends. She would also receive letters from the postman like her mom and dad. That means the child thinks that, oh, my mama and dad are only getting the letters. Why am I not getting? See, it is only when we write a letter to our friend, they will give a reply to us, isn't it? So, the child also thinks in the same way. Now, let's learn some new words. Letters. 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 See, like we have the postcard, postal letters, inland letters that carry some messages, isn't it? Now, always. 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 Always means I always eat with my fingers. I always eat with a spoon. I always sleep on the U form. I always sleep on the mat. Always means every time. Never. 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 I never get angry. I never run on the road. That means never means not at all. Next, though. T-H-O-U-T-H. Though means, I'll tell you a sentence. Though I like sweets, I don't eat so much. That means you like sweets, but you don't eat so much because it is harmful. Then another sentence is, though it is too hot, I don't feel hot. Though it is too hot, I don't feel hot. Though it is too cold, I don't wear a sweater. Yes. Now some reading comprehension for all of us. Who does the postman bring letters for? The postman brings letters for the poet's parents. Who does the postman bring letters for? The postman brings letters for the poet's parents. Does the child ever get a letter? Does the child ever get a letter? No, the child never gets a letter. No, the child never gets a letter. Now here we should remember that whenever we use no or s, we have to use the comma. What does the child decide to do? The child decided to write letters to her friends so that when they answer back, she would also receive the letters. What does the child decide to do? The child decided to write letters to her friends so that when they answer back, she would also receive the letters. Let's learn about some people who help us. A postman brings letters to us. A postman brings out letters. So here we find a postman with number of letters that carry important messages to pass it on to us. Let's wait for the postman to hand over a letter to us that belongs to us. A cobbler mends our shoes. Mends means repairs. See, sometimes we'll be just walking and it'll be a brand new slippers or shoe also, but sometimes something will happen and we will not be able to walk properly. Then what we do, we search for a cobbler in a corner of the street. A cobbler will sit with his material and he uses a nail. He just inserts a nail, fix it up and give it to us, then we feel very happy, isn't it? So the cobbler is also very, very important for us. He mends our shoes. A cobbler mends our shoes. A librarian works in a library. A librarian works in a library. Now here in the picture, we see a library full of books and these books will be arranged category wise. And here and in the library, we need to maintain very much silence because people come here to read. We don't chat in the library. So what is a library? A librarian is a place where we find a number of books. And who works in the library? A librarian works in a library. A driver drives a motor vehicle. A driver drives a motor vehicle. See, some professions, only the people who are perfect in those professions can work. For example, a teacher cannot become a driver and a driver cannot become a teacher. So a driver, what is the work of a driver? A driver drives a motor vehicle. A dramatist writes plays. D-R-A-M-A-T-I-S-T. Dramatist. A dramatist writes plays. What does a dramatist do? He will write the plays. Usually during our classes, we do the role plays, isn't it? One will act like shopkeeper and the others will be buying the groceries and all. We just enact the play that is given in the textbook or enact a story, isn't it? Now, who writes all these plays? A dramatist writes the plays like Kalidasa, Rabindranath Tagore, Chandrasekhara Kambhare, Badal Sarkar. All these people are the dramatists who writes plays. What does a teacher do in the school? A teacher teaches in a school, and children listen to the teacher very much with very interesting. The children will listen to the teacher, and the teacher also feels very happy to be with the children. So here, what does a teacher do in a school? A teacher teaches in a school. Who looks after the patients? A nurse looks after the patients. She gives the proper medicine at the right time. Right medicine at the right time is given by a nurse to the patients. A librarian works in a library. A librarian works in a library. Now, here in the picture, we see a library full of books, and these books will be arranged category wise. And here and in the library, we need to maintain very much silence because people come here to read. An astronaut travels in a spacecraft. An astronaut travels in a spacecraft. Astronaut, astronaut. Where does he travel? He travels in a spacecraft. Here in the picture, you can see the astronaut and you can see the spacecraft also. Namaste, everyone. Today's topic is What's in the Mailbox? It's a poem for Class 3 English. Have a nice day, all of you. Bye bye.